Behind the million-dollar curves that are taking Instagram by storm lie shocking truths that few dare to confront. From surgeries that created empires to life-threatening complications, the cosmetic journeys of these 12 Hollywood stars will completely change how you perceive artificial beauty. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Do you support natural beauty or surgical intervention? Let's explore these hidden aspects full of ups and downs. Before becoming the queen of rap, Cardi B was a poor girl in the Bronx with a burning desire to change her life. In her desperation and lack of knowledge, she sought out unlicensed cosmetic clinics where cheap filler injections promised to boost her confidence. At the time, she simply thought that a glamorous body would help her earn more money to support herself, unaware that she was gambling with her life in the hands of unqualified individuals. Years later, surrounded by fame, Cardi B faced devastating complications from her youthful mistakes. Persistent pain and health fears forced her to undergo painful surgeries to remove impurities from her body. She didn't hesitate to live-stream recounting the gruesome details to her fans. Her voice no longer held its usual wild arrogance, but the sincerity of an older sister trying to prevent young girls from making the same mistakes. Now when she looks in the mirror, Cardi B sees a body scarred by time and plastic surgery. She doesn't hide them, for they are proof of survival and growth. Her story is a sad but powerful melody, teaching us that true beauty doesn't lie in artificial curves, but in the courage to face mistakes and embrace what remains after the storm. Jenny J. Wow, Farley star of Jersey Shore, has always been upfront about using plastic surgery as a tool to regain self-confidence after giving birth and navigating the ups and downs of marriage. She admits to getting a buttock augmentation and body modifications to maintain her signature hot look. For J-Wow, surgery isn't about hiding insecurities, but a practical decision to maintain her career and feel happier with her reflection. She didn't hesitate to respond to critics asserting that every woman has the right to control her own body. J-Wow views cosmetic surgery as a way to maintain beauty, similar to going to the gym or dieting. However, she also places great emphasis on choosing reputable doctors and undergoing safe procedures to avoid unfortunate risks. Her practicality and strength have helped fans have a less critical view of cosmetic procedures for women who have given birth. J-Wow's story concludes the list with a message about self-reliance. Whether choosing natural or artificial beauty, inner peace is paramount. So in your opinion, is cosmetic surgery a personal freedom or a consequence of social pressure? Please leave a comment sharing your perspective. If you found this content interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel in creating more quality videos. Thank you. Nicki Minaj stepped into the global music scene with fiery rap verses and a surreal appearance, like a living Barbie doll. Her signature curves became a symbol of female power in hip-hop and a hot topic of debate. Although Nicki rarely acknowledges cosmetic procedures, her image has set a new gold standard for global surgical beauty. This display both made her stand out and tied her to public scrutiny and pressure. Beyond the stage's spotlight, Nicki faces invisible pressures to maintain a larger-than-life image. She has shared that young women can become obsessed with altering their bodies to meet social media standards. Nicki's curves are both a weapon to dominate the charts and a burden when audiences sometimes overlook her innate musical talent. Her striking appearance in music videos and on stage draws attention to her looks more than her songwriting and performance abilities. After becoming a mother, Nicki Minaj has shown a calmer and more natural side. She began warning young women about the risks of fillers and impulsive cosmetic decisions. Nicki's story is not just about appearance, but also a journey of growth, realizing that an artist's value lies in the legacy they leave, not body measurements. Her image conveys a message of self-awareness, inner strength, and the responsibility to inspire, becoming a symbol that transcends physical beauty. Amber Rose entered the entertainment industry with short platinum blonde hair and a striking hourglass figure challenging traditional norms. Her voluptuous buttocks were a topic of discussion, leading many to believe they were the result of sophisticated buttock augmentation surgery, contrasting sharply with her small waist. For Amber, her body is a message of freedom and women's control over their appearance regardless of public opinion. She transforms her personal beauty into a feminist statement and radiant self-confidence. Despite her confidence on the red carpet, Amber Rose faces the pressure of maintaining the image of a perfect sex symbol. Malicious rumors and scrutiny of every detail of her body constantly surround her, but she chooses to confront them directly. Amber emphasizes that value lies not in appearance or surgery, but in a strong feminist mindset and a proud spirit. Her curves, if surgically enhanced, become a symbol of rebellion, a way for her to conquer space and assert her independent existence in a world full of prejudice. Recently, Amber has shared more about her post-pregnancy health and body care. She warns that excessive cosmetic procedures can provide temporary beauty, but have long-term effects on bones, joints, and the spine. Amber Rose's journey reflects the intersection between the desire for attention and the effort to protect oneself. Her story serves as a reminder that altering one's appearance is sometimes a way for women to feel more powerful in a society that constantly seeks to control them. Amid the never-ending flash of lights in Los Angeles, Kim Kardashian has created a new definition of surgically enhanced beauty. There was a time when she stepped into an X-ray room just to prove her curves were real, a desperate effort to defend her natural image under the scrutiny of millions of eyes. It is not just a story about aesthetics, but a psychological battle to assert self-worth in a world where perfection is the only measure of success. As time passed, those curves gradually became a global brand, fueling the BBL craze around the world. Kim didn't just modify her body, she was sculpting an empire. Each time she appeared on the red carpet with a tiny waist and full hips, she planted both admiration and controversy in the public's mind. People saw in it the pride of a woman mastering beauty technology, turning imperfections into her sharpest weapon. However, recently, the world has seen a very different Kim, slimmer and more gentle. Perhaps after years of holding herself to the standards she created, she has grown tired. The journey of removing fillers or reducing implants is not just a change in size, but a reflection of a soul trying to return to its true self. Kim's story is a reminder that beauty may change with the seasons, but peace of mind is the ultimate destination. Khloe was once called the fat sister in the Kardashian family, a painful label that followed her throughout her youth. While her two sisters possessed naturally alluring looks, Khloe always felt like an out-of-place piece. That insecurity pushed her into a relentless journey of self-transformation, from the gym to the operating table, with the sole hope of being accepted and loved by society. The transformation of Khloe's curves and face over each season of reality television is proof of a heart bleeding from years of body shaming. She underwent butt augmentation and liposuction to achieve a standard appearance, but behind the glamorous photos on Instagram were moments of struggling with insecurity. For Khloe, cosmetic surgery was not just about beauty, but an attempt to erase the painful memories of a girl who was always compared to others. Khloe helps us realize surgery can reshape curves, but only love can fill the emptiness within the soul. Do you believe true confidence comes from within, or is appearance still the deciding key? Leave a comment to share your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like, share, and give me a sub to keep following more inspiring stories. Thank you all so much. Growing up in front of cameras since she was a child, Kylie Jenner has never known a normal life. Her rapid transformation, especially her curves and lips, became a global topic of discussion before she was even 20. While Kylie tried to claim it was just the result of workouts and makeup, the whole world understood that she was under immense pressure to maintain the image of a perfect beauty icon. Kylie's cosmetic journey is like a search for identity in the dark. She used surgery to create a Kylie version the world expected alluring, mature, and flawless. However, behind that glamorous appearance is a young woman who sometimes feels unfamiliar with her own reflection in the mirror. Butt augmentation is not just about looking better, but about asserting her power and independence in a family already overflowing with fame. After becoming a mother, Kylie's perspective on beauty changed profoundly. She began removing some of her fillers and moved toward a more natural look, as she didn't want her daughter to grow up with overly harsh beauty standards. Kylie's story is a lesson about the price of fame, where beauty can sometimes become a golden cage, and breaking free to return to oneself is a long, tear-filled journey. Blac Chyna was once an icon of extreme cosmetic trends, known for her heavily enhanced curves and striking appearance. She embodied the edgy vixen image, viewing cosmetic surgery as armor to protect herself in the harsh entertainment world. Blac Chyna underwent multiple butt augmentations and silicone injections to achieve a surreal hourglass figure, believing this would bring absolute confidence and success in both her career and personal life. The turning point came in 2023 when Chyna decided to undergo a complete reverse makeover. She publicly documented the surgeries, removing her butt implants and facial fillers. Images of her lying in a hospital bed, face tired but eyes resolute, moved millions. Chyna shared that she wanted to return to the original form God gave her, shedding the artificial shell that had confined her soul. This is a painful yet courageous journey to rediscover herself. Blac Chyna's journey reminds us that true value lies in self-acceptance and inner strength. Do you choose artificial over-the-top beauty or natural, graceful health? Leave a comment to share your perspective. If this story resonates with you, don't forget to hit like, share, and give me a sub to support the channel in spreading more positive messages. Thank you all so much. Michelle was brave enough to expose the darkest side of the butt augmentation craze in Hollywood. Once desperate to achieve a sultry look to fit the R&B star image, she accepted illegal silicone injections into her curves, unaware she was putting poison into her body. Those curves once gave her confidence on stage, but the price was excruciating pain and devastating health consequences that no amount of money could compensate. Michelle's journey afterward was a long series of surgeries, not for beauty, but to preserve her life. She had to endure dozens of painful operations to remove silicone that had migrated throughout her body, causing dangerous complications. Her tears on television were no longer a sign of weakness, but a belated regret and a stern warning to young women considering cheap cosmetic procedures. She has transformed her pain into a noble mission to protect future generations. Now looking back at her scarred body, Michelle no longer feels insecure but sees them as medals of survival. She has learned to truly love her body even if it is no longer flawless like the edited photos. Her story is a valuable lesson about the cost of trading health for illusory beauty and a testament to the resilient spirit of a woman who dared to face death to reclaim peaceful life. Australian rapper Iggy Azalea made waves with her hit Fancy, and an appearance that was impossible to ignore. Unlike many stars who choose to hide, Iggy has been quite open about breast augmentation and nose jobs, but her curves have always been a contentious mystery. The sudden change in hip size led the public to believe she underwent a BBL to conform to the beauty standards of the American rap scene, where voluptuous curves are highly celebrated. Living in an environment where appearance is scrutinized under a microscope, Iggy endured plenty of mockery over her artificial look. There were times she felt exhausted, as all her musical efforts were overshadowed by discussions about what she had injected into her body. However, Iggy maintained a tough attitude, asserting that she had surgery for herself, not to please anyone else. That frankness sometimes made her a target, but it also helped her preserve a rare authenticity in the midst of Hollywood's pervasive artifice. After experiencing many ups and downs in her career and personal life, Iggy seems to have found balance. She began focusing on fitness and a healthy lifestyle instead of relying too heavily on surgery. Iggy Azalea's story reflects a harsh reality to survive at the peak of fame. A woman may sometimes have to turn herself into a sculpture, but the most important thing is not to lose her true voice in the process. Farrah Abraham, the star who rose to fame from the reality show, Teen Mom transformed herself into an entirely different being through a series of endless cosmetic surgeries. From an ordinary girl, Farrah underwent multiple butt and breast augmentations and facial procedures to achieve a porcelain doll-like appearance. For her, each surgery marked a milestone of status and confidence, a way to erase a difficult past and create a more glamorous new persona. However, this obsession led Farrah into both ridiculous and serious situations, including lasting cosmetic complications. She publicly shared images of swollen lips and botched surgeries as a way to attract media attention. Behind these extreme beauty efforts was a soul that seemed never satisfied, constantly chasing unattainable beauty standards to fill an inner void. She became a prime example of overusing surgery to the point of losing her natural features. Farrah Abraham's story offers a multifaceted look at the fine line between beauty and self-destruction. In your opinion, when does cosmetic surgery start to become an obsession rather than self-improvement? Leave a comment to share your thoughts. If you find this story interesting, don't forget to hit like, share, and give me a sub so you won't miss the next insightful content. Thank you so much. Heidi Montag was once a beautiful, promising young woman in Hollywood until she shocked the world by undergoing 10 cosmetic surgeries in a single day at the age of 23. Among those procedures, butt augmentation and liposuction completely drained her body. At the time, Heidi believed that if she became as perfect as possible, she would become the biggest star in the world. She risked both her health and her life on the operating table just to chase an illusory dream crafted by herself and the media. Regret came soon after when Heidi faced chronic pain and psychological damage. She realized she had lost her original beloved identity and face. The scars and exhaustion from the surgeries led her to declare that it was the biggest mistake of her life. Heidi began speaking openly about her obsession with appearance, warning young women that surgery cannot heal inner wounds and may sometimes make them even deeper. Today, Heidi Montag lives a calmer life with her family, embracing the marks of time and the aftermath of past surgeries. She no longer craves absolute perfection, but values what is most real. Heidi's journey is a haunting reminder of the harshness of the entertainment industry, where beauty is sometimes measured in blood and belated tears of regret. Hollywood's spotlight can create perfect curves, but only time can reveal which beauty is truly lasting. Through the journeys of these 12 celebrities, we see a powerful transformation from the era of surreal measurements to the courageous wave of shedding implants to rediscover oneself. Cosmetic surgery, after all, is just a choice, but choosing to embrace and find happiness with your natural body may be the most successful procedure anyone can undertake. What do you think about these stars' journeys of finding themselves? If today's video gave you a new perspective, boost your motivation with a like and hit subscribe to become part of our community. Don't hesitate to leave a comment sharing your thoughts. I always read and value every opinion from you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon in more exciting stories.